this is Chris, and this is my stove. I have a couple of friends coming over today, and we're going to do some eco-printing. It's the first time they've done it. I'm going to go ahead and set up now and have everything ready for when they come over. The first thing I'm going to do is get my aluminum baking pan, roasting pan. This was my mother's. I remember her using it when I was little. I'm not going to need the lid. It has a rack already in it. As you can see, I've used it quite a few times for eco-printing. I've got rusty nails and screws and things like that in there. This kind of pan is really good because it holds the paper up off the bottom of the roasting pan. So we'll just leave that like that. Next I'll fill it up. I'll start with 8 cups of water and see how full that gets it. I never remember how much I put in there before. Okay, that's 12 cups of water. And next I'll put in the alum. There are a lot of different methods for eco-dyeing and eco-printing, whether it's on paper or cloth. There's a lot of information on the internet on how to do it. So far I've only done the alum version. I learned using alum in college when we did some wool dyeing. We did some spinning and dyeing of wool with natural plant dyes like onion skins and things like that. So I was already comfortable with alum. I went to the market and all they had were the little tiny, 2-ounce bottles. And I thought that was kind of expensive for what you got. So I went online and I got the 3.5-pound bag of alum from Medley Hills Farms. You can see my notations where I figure out how much to use because the instructions say 1/4 teaspoon of alum per pint of solution. So I'm going to mix up some of this alum in some warm tap water and then put it into my pan. Here's the formula. I have 12 cups, which is 6 pints. 1/4 teaspoon per pint, so that's 1.5 teaspoons for 6 pints. I just have a little hot sink water in here. Just a little bit around the cup. So I'm going to put one teaspoon and a half. It does expel some dust as you're working with it, so you want to stand back. It's not going to hurt you. It's aluminum sulfate. I'm just going to stir that up so it dissolves. And then I'm going to add it to my water. I won't turn this on yet because I'll wait until my friends get here and they get their papers ready. So we'll cut away from this and next I'll show you how we assemble our pages. Today we're going to use Bright White by Georgia Pacific. It's 28-pound paper, a little bit heavier than copy paper, and some regular kitchen aluminum foil cut in the size of our pages. I gave each of my friends a basket with a pair of clippers so they could go out in my yard and pick the plants that they want to eco-print. Here's Buddy inspecting roses, daylilies, snapdragons, maple leaves, some cup flower, and this one we have some blanket flower on the bottom, which does really well. More snapdragons and lilies. And here are all the flowers that we're going to use today. How many can you identify? And here we've taken our papers and folded them in half. We've picked out our plants and placed them. Then we'll fold the paper over, we'll put a piece of aluminum foil on top of it, and then put our next page on top of that until we have a stack. Then we'll put them between two pieces of cardboard, press them down really tight, and tie them up with a string. I use aluminum foil between each folded piece of paper to help keep the dyes of really strong plants from soaking through into the next paper. The water's been heating. I put the pack in the water, I let it soak a few seconds, turned it over, and let that soak. My first weight is half of a cement paver, just something that was broken that I found in my yard, and I pushed down on that to press the air out of the paper pack, and then when I let go it'll suck in the alum water into the paper, and I do that a few times. Then this is Cedric, and Cedric is my final weight, and I put him on the top, and he sits there until tomorrow morning. I let the water bath simmer for about 45 minutes and then turned the stove off, and I just let Cedric sit there overnight and keep guard over the papers. Now it's the next morning, and I'm lifting the papers out, the paper bundle, and letting it drain and putting it in the sink to drain more. I cut off the strings and then let my girlfriends unwrap their own pages. And carefully open it.
Open it here?
Mm-hmm.
Or just let it open it, or just let it dry.
The
Oh,
paper
you
will be soft, so you just want to gently open it.
Can I lift it up?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good spot. Ooh.
Wow.
Now
Yeah.
you want to pull the plant pieces off.
I'm putting it, okay. This is the purple passion.
Ooh, that
Ooh,
turns
it's
blue.
blue.
Oh, it looks like a Rorschach.
Well, that's pretty cool. Wow.
The smaller pieces you can get off by rinsing it under the water.
Wow, now that's one's neat.
So you just want to be really careful.
And put it over here so
Well, you
it
want to
dries.
rinse it first.
Oh.
Just run it along.
Both, just
That's good.
both sides?
No, just the side that had the plant on it.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see a little face.
Wow.
And then I see blue is the little, what was that?
Oh, I've got it already now. Oh, you're right, the maple leaves do turn out nicely.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a snapdragon. The blue. Oh, that would have been the purple flower. Something. Did this get the rose in it? this one's messy. Too thick. One leaf. Oh, and that's all the roses. So this was the,
Lavender?
yeah. Oh, that's why it smells so good. Smell it. Oh, it smells very medicinal. And those were those little other flowers. But no, a rose. Wow. Goes this way. Ooh, got really dark down there. Oh, that's the back side. I was wondering how it would look with the leaf and then the color. Oop. So this is that little barberry that she had. Ooh. So these are, oh, the snapdragons are, look at the snapdragon color.
Oh, that turned out nice. It still has a peach in it.
But it's more on the one side than the other. And these are the little barberries that you had. I thought they turned more purple. Snapdragons, I think, are, look at the color here. Look at, I mean, it's almost like painted on.
There's one more here.
This one here too. So what was that blue thing? Oh, those were little blue thingamajigs. Oh, here, come on. Snapdragons. Wow.
So what do you think you would do with these?
I think I could see it in like a journal book, and or I could see too as a card. Maybe cut it this way and have it fold this way, and then on the outside, you know, put the person's name, and then put them in those envelopes that you can see through.
What about you, Karen? What do you think you'll do with yours?
I'd probably use them as a card of some kind.
What I think would be, it's interesting seeing this one of mine and that one, and if you could even frame them as, I mean, they're, yeah, a lot of things.
Come on here. Julie will explain to you.
Wow.
So some are maple that turned, the leaves actually turn kind of purple.
Wow.
And these were rose petals, and they actually turn green. And these are snapdragons, and another leaf. Was this, and these were daisy leaves with this Russian, not the Russian sage, but the sage. And look at this one with the leaves had holes in them here, and the way that they came out versus over here. And I think these were roses.
Now, how'd you do that?
We, well, first we had the paper and folded it, and then we put the leaves on that are in the basket over there now, and then press them tightly, and then put them in, was it water and alum
Alum. Mm-hmm.
and some rusty nails,
Water and
rusty
alum.
things,
Rusty things.
and then they boiled in there for quite a few minutes. And look at her, this was a full flower, she put face down. These are snapdragons. This was a passion flower of some kind. And put it flat down, and then some of the purple, and then they bleed out in other,
Wow.
I thought this almost looked like an amphora.
I hope you enjoyed our eco-printing party, and thanks to my friends Karen and Julie for participating and doing something they'd never done before. That was fun. So please subscribe and like and share this with your friends, and come back again soon. Bye-bye.